Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Today, I want to talk about something that has honestly made a tremendous difference for us here on our homestead. If you have animals, you already know the struggle is real, friends. Flies around the chicken coop, flies around the duck pen, flies around feed, flies around animal shelters you have, flies around any manure, food you might be leaving out for them, not just their feed, but maybe you gave them leftovers food, or flies around maybe the water buckets, right? Here in Florida, the humidity and heat, once that kicks in, the flies can get ridiculous real fast. Guys, friends, and family, we got chickens, ducks, goats, rabbits, a cow, pig, horses, donkey, dogs, whole lot going on around here, right? Fly control is not just about convenience. It's about keeping the animals more comfortable, keeping the homestead cleaner, and making chores a whole lot more pleasant and safer all around, right? Hello, friend. Today, I want to give an honest review of this product right here. QuickBayt Spot Spray, okay? It's awesome. This is going to be an honest review. It's made a huge difference for us. It's not sponsored. This is not a sponsored video. We bought it ourselves. We use it here on the homestead, and I want to talk about why we like it, how we use it, where we use it, and some important safety things you need to know before using anything like this product right here around animals. Let's get into it. Before we talk about it, let's talk about why flies are such a problem on said homestead. Well, a homestead is basically fly heaven if you're not staying ahead of it. You've got the animals, you've got the feed, right? Et cetera, moisture, shade, warm weather. A lot of it is the feed, the pests for your free-ranging birds too, right? So, flies, though, they're not just annoying. They honestly stress your animals out. They really do, especially if you have a cow. Your chickens can't maybe always get them, right? We notice them particularly where the animals like to hang out, places like shelters, posts, gates. I see them big time over there, specifically on like the front line of the goat pens behind the well area over there. It's areas where they naturally land and where they will rest. Okay. We've tried so many different fly traps. I'm not even kidding. We've tried to just, people say, oh, just keep it clean, right? Move that manure, reduce the wet spots, and all the usual typical things. Trust me, that stuff does still matter. It really does at the end of the day. This product right here, though, it's another tool on your tool belt. That made a very noticeable difference. We used to say that in the military police industry and the Army. Another tool on your tool belt, okay? What QuickBayt Spot Spray is, it's a fly control spray, right? It's designed for premise use. That means it is not something you spray directly on the animals. Please don't spray your chicken right there with this stuff, okay? Spot spray. You're not spraying your birds. You're not spraying your goats. You're not spraying your horses. Do not spray the animals with it, okay? You're spot spraying where the flies rest and gather. Like if you happen to see one like this ant just chilling, right? You'd spray it directly if that was a fly, okay? Not on the animals. Think about your walls, your posts, your beams, your gates, your ceilings, your fence areas in general. If you got a barn, where would they be? Surface areas where they like to land. The idea is that the flies are attracted to the treated area that they land on, and then the product is going to do the job for you, okay? That's one of the things I love about this spray here. Let's turn it around too, so you can see kind of warnings here, first aid for it. So it's serious stuff, man. We're trying to reduce the fly problem without overcomplicating everything. And again, with that being said, we've had a very positive experience with this stuff. Before using this, we had certain areas where the flies were just constant. We really did. You'd walk into an animal area and immediately see flies landing on posts, the gates, anything that they could rest on. After using that QuickBayt spray spot stuff right here, man, I'm telling you, the reduction of flies we've had in those problem areas, it's been phenomenal. It's been lower. It's been great. If you got a pig like Arnie here, Arnold knows all about flies. You can see them on him right now. Some of our latest succession hens here. There's about three different generations actually. Guys, we got a lot of animals. We got a lot of flies, okay? It helps reduce the pressure, and that's the realistic goal of what you're doing with this spray here, okay? You're not trying to create a sterile bubble. That's not going to happen, okay? You're trying to reduce flies to a manageable level so your animals are more comfortable and your chores are not miserable, okay? This product has been one of the more effective fly control tools we've honestly used. There's another good one that comes to mind. It's a hanging green one. I forget the name of it. I'll probably do a product review of that one too, because it's great too. But this one is for spot spraying. I'm telling you right now, this one has made an absolute real difference. Don't just randomly spray it everywhere. Walk around your property and watch the flies. Okay, you kind of have to really analyze your flies with this one. But it's easier said than it's easier said and done. Okay, where are they landing? Where are they gathering? Where do you see them resting? A lot of times you'll see them stuck in, if you got a screen porch on the corner trying to get to the sunlight or get out in that general area. Great, right? Because there's no animals chilling there. It's usually around those animal structures, posts and beams and shade areas, like I was saying. They're not typically in direct sunlight. You want to do areas where your animals can't typically lick or chew or rub against it, okay? And please don't spray it on their feed or their water. That's not a good idea either. Make sure you read the label, follow the directions, and use common sense, okay? I'm serious. I mean, keep it away from the feed, the milk, the milk areas, your milking stands, your water, eggs, food prep areas, anywhere the kids, your kids or goat kids or animals might mess with this stuff, okay? The reason I think it works so well for homesteads is because homesteads have a lot of small flies problem zones, I'll call them. It's not one giant problem, okay? Sometimes it's specifically in the goat shelter, specifically the chicken coop, specifically the duck area, okay? The ducks are notorious. Ducks are gross, man. This stuff will help big time, okay? I'm telling you. The lids on your feed storage, make sure your lids are closed, okay? That sounds like common sense, but man, does that make a big difference with this spray. The spot spray makes sense because you can target, problem areas instead of treating the entire property. Hi, Bean. There's our barn cat. He's happy. Posts, beams, vertical surfaces, shaded rest areas, that's where this product right here shines. Safety, it's not a natural remedy. It's not apple cider vinegar. It's not herbs, guys. This is a real fly control product, and you need to treat it like one. Always read the label, follow the instructions, and do not spray it on your animals. Do not spray it on the feed. Do not spray it in water containers. Do not spray it where animals are going to lick or chew. Do not spray it where the kids are going to touch it. Do not use more than this label tells you to use, okay? The spray is a tool, like I said, but you need to still manage things like your standing water, your manure, clean around the feeders and keep your lids closed. Clean areas where the flies breed, it kind of speaks for itself typically. If your property is a hot mess, no spray is going to magically fix everything. That's just that's par for the course, guys. So if you're already trying to keep things clean and you need extra help, this is what's going to make a big difference for you, though. And that's where we stand on it, okay? It's targeted. I do not feel like I have to spray the whole farm with it, which is fantastic. It works in places that flies actually rest. It is incredibly practical. We noticed a big, huge difference, okay? Not a tiny difference, a real difference. And it's super easy to use, okay? It helps make chore time more enjoyable. And if you've ever tried to feed the animals, clean your water buckets, or work around the barn while flies are constantly bothering you, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? It's not perfect. The biggest downside is you need to be careful of where you put it, right? If you have animals that chew on everything, like goats, or rub on everything, like pigs, cats, Bean Machine down here, he does that. Goats are especially nosy. If you've got goats, you already know they're like toddlers with hooves. Honestly, so are barn cats. Excuse the helicopter in the area. Sorry for the noise. You still need to manage good sanitation, good animal management at the end of the day. You really do. If you're expecting one bottle to solve every fly problem ever, that's not realistic with this, okay? But as part of a fly control system, we've been very impressed with this product, okay? I'm going to tell you who I think this is for. We're looking at you. If you own chickens, if you own ducks, goats, horse, a donkey, cows, do you own just pigs? Do you own rabbits? Do you own all of that? Do you have a barn? Do you have a chicken coop? Do you have a feed area? Do you have a cat? Honestly, because the litter boxes, I'm telling you, do you have a backyard homestead or just a rural property where flies are driving you absolutely crazy? Anyway, those are the kind of places where a spot spray is going to make a big difference. If I had to rate it for our homestead, I'd say it has been one of the better ones in general for fly control, absolute fly control products. It's obviously not going to remove every single fly from the property. That's just not realistic, especially look around, friends. Guys, this goes way back. This goes back like 6 properties in that direction, 6 or 7. But anyway, yeah, it's big and it goes around. You know, you're gonna have less irritation, less bat in your eyes. Your animals will be more comfortable, less stressed. QuickBayt Spot Spray has absolutely earned a place in our fly control routine. At the end of the day, I will say, however, every homestead is different, and what works for us might not work for you. Your weather, your setup, your animals, your manure management, your fly pressure, that stuff all matters, okay? But here at DiamondTrail Ranch, this product has made a tremendous difference, okay? Just make sure you read the label, follow the instructions, and use it safely. Folks, if this review helped you, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. We share real homestead content about chickens, ducks, goats, rabbits, pigs, cows, horses, gardening, and just straight up rural country living. That's what we do. And let me know in the comments what's worked best for you. As far as your flies, you got a good system for fly control? I'm curious, because boy, if you got a way, we got a way, someone else has a way, and if you can combine your ways, oh, wouldn't that be great? Thanks for watching. God bless. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you in the next one.